don't do me like before. I'm hardly ever sober. My old friends don't come round much anymore. Reasons to quit. Low is always lower than the high, and the reasons to quit don't outnumber all the reasons why. We keep smoking and we keep drinking, having fun and never thinking. Laugh at the price tag that we pay. We keep roaring down the fast lane like two young men feeling no pain. Reasons for quitting is getting bigger each day. Reasons to quit. I can't afford to have it all the time. I need to be sober. I need to write some new songs that'll rhyme. Reasons to quit. They have no rhyme or reason when you're high, and the reasons to quit don't outnumber all the reasons why. We keep smoking and we keep drinking, having fun and never thinking. Laugh at the price tag that we pay. We keep roaring down the fast lane like two young men feeling no pain. Reasons for quitting is getting bigger each day, and the reason for quitting is getting bigger each day.
Thank you all for your forbearance or forbearance or forbearance or whatever.
For me, it's one Barents.
Yeah, synthetic oil. Yeah. What were we going to do?
Country Poor.
We could do that. It's in G. Mama sits and cries a lot lately. Daddy's lost his job down at the mill. Sister sits and stares out the living room window, wonders how she can tell them. But there's fresh hot coffee in the kitchen, and them biscuits and gravy sure smell good. And there's nothing as pretty as the sun beating down when you're living in a house full of love. Maybe poor but proud, and we're living the best way we know how. Mister, we ain't got much, but we don't ask for pity, 'cause we're country poor but we're country proud. Hey, mister, don't need your kind around here. I still live in a house that I was born in. Still love my mama and my dad. And there's nothing as pretty as the sun beating down when you're living in a house full of love. Maybe poor, but we're proud, and we're living the best way we know how. Mister, we ain't got much, we don't ask for pity, 'cause we're country poor, but we're country proud. We're country poor, but we're country proud. Different stuff,
Very
eh?
good, very good, very good. Very good.
That's some more of that Tory Ward and Ray Drain and Lenny Slema and Terry Newman and Charlie Brennan and all those guys that I used to.
Yeah.
Steve Maxmuck, there's a name you don't hear too much,
Nope.
No,
but he used to play a
You
few.
never did hear it all that much. Really.
No, and Stan Winnestock, there's another one.
Oh yeah. He's
You
around.
know, for us he was always around, but for Joe Public you never heard Stan's
Well,
name much. But
was
Stan
Stan
used
the
to
lad that
play.
used to go to Nashville and record?
Probably.
Well, I don't know if he went to Nashville or not. I know he used to jam with Lenny Bro.
Okay.
And I think Steve did at one point. For some reason, the rumors are persistent enough in my head, but he was one of them guys. And, like, there's just a whole ton of talent here. Like the younger up and comers have no idea who the heck they are, but
Yeah.
they're here. Other than the ones we saw at that coffee house, those two young guys
Mm-hmm.
that showed up. So it's kind of nice to see the tradition that's still, or at least the foundation is still there and functioning.
Oh, I've been amazed. I came from the East Coast, and when I came out here, I thought, wow, you know, because Winnipeg was where I always wanted to record because that's where the big bands, Crash Test Dummies, you know, you had the Neil Young and
BDO,
BTO, all of these fellas, you know.
April Wine.
The Guess Who was just, it went on and on and on. And then when I got to Portage, granted this town runs on 12-hour shifts, but my goodness, there is so much talent in this area.
Well, Dirk
So
Branson's
much
another
talent in
one,
this
Billy
area.
Watson.
Yeah.
You know, all those guys.
Well, Terry, how many bands have you played in over your lifetime?
Oh, I don't know.
Hell, you had Jimmy
20 or
Gallagher,
30
Bender.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of
was
them
it,
didn't
Tom?
last too long.
Mhm.
Rick Woyawata was another one.
Yeah.
Ray
But
Kwan.
when I first came to town, we had every bar in town had a band playing. You could go to the Army Navy, there'd be somebody playing there. Go to the
Who was the
sociables.
Sandhellers? That was
No idea.
Glad You Boys or Spence? That was the Sand.
Mhm.
They're just.
But what's
You couldn't swing a
so
dead
good about
cat,
this
really.
time in our lifetime, I guess, is that music's coming back. Like, I just see a lot more.
You hear it a lot more.
You hear it a lot more.
Yeah.
We've got, thanks to you two, we have another
Gunners
venue in
from-
town to play. You know,
Yeah.
and hopefully the young folks will grab onto that. I mean, I seen the pictures there of your jam. I was in Winnipeg actually recording
Okay.
that when that was going on, but I wanted to be there. Your daughter played. Who played the stand-up bass? Did you?
That's
No.
Jim Gladstone out of Eli.
Oh yeah.
Awesome player, that guy. He just really good. He's good to work, and I shouldn't say work because it's always been fun. I've played with those guys off and on for a quarter of a century. This fella here, I've known about him all my life, which is 7 decades. But I've only recently been gifted or privileged enough to be able to play with him for about the last 5 years, I guess. Off
Really?
and on, yeah. And then it's
See, I figured you guys had played before years ago, and you just got back together. I didn't know what was going on there. No.
Tom didn't do any of this kind of stuff ever. And Terry's been pretty instrumental in getting me out of my shell. Tory Ward and them guys are very instrumental in fostering Graham Jones was another name,
Mm-hmm.
and Malcolm Jones, in terms of fostering my want and desire to play and to continue playing.
Right.
But Terry's been the one to kind of draw me out enough to make Joe Public.
Yeah.
I got a fair bit of it through Manitoba Old Time and Music and Bluegrass Society, but just on a day-to-day or a let's have fun with this thing basis, there it is right there. So you can blame him for my
Well, every bar I went to in town, Terry was either playing guitar,
You
or he was
pissed
playing
him.
the bass, or he was singing. You know, so
Yeah,
you know, I mean, he was, and bass players are scarcer than hen's teeth. They always have been. They always have been.
Jerry Sanderson, there's another name.
Mhm.
I forgot about him.
Yeah.
You know, like they're just, you know, you mentioned one, and there seems to be a time lapse, and bang, you got a couple more.
So, guys, what are you going to do for us now? You going to pull another one off?
Why not?
You try.
I'll let you go. Just introduce it, whatever you're going to do.
I'm throwing horseshoes over my left shoulder. Spend most all my life searching for that four-leaf clover. Yet you ran with me, chasing my rainbows. And honey, I love you too. That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music that God made for the whole wide world to sing. It's never old, and it only grows, and losing makes me so weak. You say, honey, don't worry. Don't you know I love you too? That's the way love goes. Something like that. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music that God made for all the world to sing. It's never old, and it only grows, and losing makes me so weak. Yet you say, honey, don't worry. Don't you know I love you too? That's the way love goes. Oh, 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 oh.
Very nice. Very
Kermit the
nice.
Frog.
Huh?
Sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Fantastic. Wow.
We even do better when we practice.
Maybe you guys ought to cut an album. What do you think? Huh?
I don't know. I left my machete at home.
Well, let's see, guys. I think we've got time for at least another one. And I want you both to come back, too. I mean, you guys are full of songs.
Full of surprises.
Full of
Yeah.
surprises, yeah. Give it.
Never hit 17. We play against the dealer for you know that the odds won't ride with you. Never leave your woman alone with friends around to steal her years of gamble. Gone like summer's way. So we'll keep rolling on till we get to Vancouver and the woman that I love will wait there. It's been 6 long months and more since I seen her there. cedar, waiting for the falling. The hookers standing watching, waiting by the door. So I work on them towboats with my slippery city shoes, which I swore I would never do again. Through them gray fog-bound streets where the timber stands watching, I'll be far off and gone like summer's rain.
Whoops. Let's try that.
She's a woman so fine, I'll be never try to find her, for good memories are what we had before. Oh, I'll never try or even change her, for good memories are all we had before. So never hit 17 when you play against the dealer, for you know that the odds won't ride with you. Never leave your woman alone with friends around to steal her. Years to gamble and gone like summer's wage. Years to gamble and gone like summer's wage.
So good.
So bad.
So,
I missed it in there.
so tell me, where can you find you guys live to play? You're gonna play at the library in Portage La Prairie. You're gonna be playing at the Gillespie Center.
We're filling in at the library half an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
Mhm.
They're extending their hours on Thursdays between 5
At the Arts Center.
At the Arts
or
Center.
at the Arts
At
Center,
the Gillespie
yeah, not
Center.
the Gillespie
Okay.
itself. 5 to 8. Thank you for that. That's cool, because I got the building. It's just the name that was a little off.
And that's a regular gig?
No, it's open to anybody.
Oh, it's, but I mean, you folks are gonna be there every Thursday?
Can't count on it.
I wouldn't
count.
count on every Thursday. No,
You haven't signed the
probably-
contract yet, okay. Yeah.
No, tonight I'll probably be there for upwards of an hour,
Really? Okay.
depending. I've got to pick the missus up from work, so.
Well, I'm gonna have
And
to drop
then
down
it
and see
depends
that.
on how I feel next week. All depends on that.
Yeah.
And we have the acoustical coffee house at the library the first Saturday of every month, and that's usually between 1 o'clock and
Mhm.
3, 4, depending on how many people want to sign up and do their thing there.
And Terry, you play at the farmer's market as well, am I right?
Once in a while.
Once in a while?
Yeah, it's all pretty nebulous, Paul, for me. I know for Terry, when he talks to me, it's similar for him too. It's just, he's got a term that he calls a flash jam. And that's kind of the way it seems to work from him, or for him. And I know it works for me. I'll either phone him, or he'll phone me, or he'll get phone calls from elsewhere saying, can you or will you play?
Mhm.
And that's kind of the way it works. Well, sometimes I have as much as 15 minutes notice.
Or less.
Barely enough time to do up my shoes, and I
Yeah.
don't have laces. So,
Well, that's like myself when they asked for a player over at the Lions Prairie Manor.
yeah.
And I love playing for those people.
Yeah.
My goodness, do I ever.
Oh, that'd be me.
Love it. Love it, yeah.
That'd be
It's
me.
just,
And
we have in the past done that. I know I have, and I've been there when Terry's been there, and Douglas Campbell. At one point, I was phoned up and asked if I'd like to go and play at one of these ritzy in-town retired farmers type places for tea and cookies, and I couldn't quite make it.
Right.
I was burned out at that time physically and mentally too.
Yeah.
But mentally, I guess, depending on whom you talk to, I've been burned out for a long time. You know, so,
Well, the nice thing is you don't know it.
well, the other half of it is none of my business, I know.
But the thing of it is, you guys are keeping, as Blaine Sokolowski said, keep the dream alive, Paul. Just keep it alive.
And he's right on.
And you do.
Yeah,
You do.
it's right on.
You know, the smartest man that ever said to me was the question, where would we be without music? It would be a pretty dull world.
Well, really,
Yeah.
we're nothing more than cavemen just banging on sticks.
Exactly,
Well,
yeah.
you know,
yeah. It's audio art.
Yeah. And it's based on the human heartbeat.
That-
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
That's all in the
You're
beat.
right there.
Yeah.
You're right there, yeah.
My
I
story.
really appreciate the opportunity
well-
to sit here and do this. I know we yipped and yapped a lot the last time.
Well, you guys are making up for actually the information that you had last time. Johnny Dietrich said, "Wow, Tom was accurate in every one of those things he was saying. He remembers all those old boys from years ago."
And they were around.
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't even begin.
I just wish I had been here at the time. You know, of course,
You know,
I was on the other side of the world as far as that goes. But
With a similar type of people that you're in.
yeah,
You know, they would show you something, they would take the time to show it,
yeah.
kind of go from there. I want to take it out with this one.
Okay.
Kind of like this piece.
So remember, folks, catch these good two guys at the venues that they've mentioned, and support your musicians in Port Isle Prairie. Well,
It's
till
kinda
next time,
strange.
this is Fireball Paul. This is Tom Howe. Terry Newman. Thank you, man.
And this is Paul
And
Shepard.
yeah, this is Paul Shepard. AKA
Fireball Paul.
Fireball Paul.
What?
And signing
Paul.
off. We'll see you at the next show.